Yeah, so Windows is the operating system that all malware authors target because it is the biggest target. So malware people, when they're writing this stuff, they're writing ransomware, they're writing viruses, they're writing whatever it is. They want to get, they want to cast the widest net in order to get the most people, to get the most computers, to get the most, access to people's stuff. So Windows has what? And I'm going to look it up. I haven't looked it up lately. Windows OS market share. So let's see. What's it say? Windows. Can you just tell me the Windows market share? OS market share? Is that where I was? Can you just give me a number? Blue. Why is this 28% over? Oh, because of Android. Okay, can you give me desktop OS market share? I don't care about mobile at this point. Okay, let's just go with 70%. That sounds right. So 70% of the market share. And, well, let me type in Mac then. Mac OS. Oh, gosh. They're not just an easy way to look at this stuff. Okay. Let's say it's 20%. Let's say it's 10%, whatever. So if you're writing viruses and you're trying to get the most amount of people, you're trying to hack the most amount of people or get them to, do whatever you want them to do in order to get access to the computer. Maybe that computer joins a botnet. Maybe that computer you just want to look for other stuff on it, to lateral movement and all this stuff. You want to target the most popular operating system. It is the most popular, and that kind of skews the security stuff too, because you could have an operating system that's not that popular and you never hear of any bugs in it because nobody's looking for bugs in it because it's not popular, and why would they? So the most popular stuff usually gets the most motivation from both malware writers, and there's plenty of just security people doing research and trying to figure out bugs in order to talk to vendors or do whatever they want with them to make things more secure, or just study the different attacks, stuff like that. You're going to target the one that has the most market share. You're going to study and you're going to go through all the different ways to do that, and you're going to start attacking it, and it's just going to be the most attacked operating system ever. So if you're trying to spread this new virus, you're going to look online for people who go to these web pages. They go to your watering hole, you could say, of this web page, malicious website that you've set up, and you can identify them by their browser. You can say, okay, they're using this operating system because their browser is telling me this, and I'm going to try to hack those people because all the tools, all the stuff available, all the research, all the bugs, all the attacks, they're either known or they're private, but they work on Windows. Now, does that mean Mac is any more secure than Windows? No, I would not say Mac is any more secure purely than Windows. I would say that it does a better job in certain areas of security than Windows, but overall, Mac is just not going to be targeted as much. So if you run Mac or Linux, for example, you're not going to be in the 70% of people who are being targeted. You're not going to be in that group. You're not, if there's some website, malicious website meant for people who use Windows to click on and get hacked, you're not in that group. So you're not going to get hacked if they're only targeting Windows users. So it's kind of one of these psychology things too, of you're reducing your attack surface because you're not using the operating system that they're targeting. So is Mac more secure than Windows? Technically, no. Although I think there's some good features in it, although Windows has some other good features. But where are all the attacks? Where are all the viruses? Where are all the research? Most of it goes into hacking Windows. So if you want to be part of the group that has the most research on how to get hacked, you keep using Windows. But if you want to be on the group that's targeted much less research, there's still bugs and stuff in Mac and Linux, but much less than Windows because it's just not as popular, then you would use a Mac. And there's other features and high level stuff you can go into too, but just mostly it is market share. Don't use, there's got to be a real world analogy. Maybe if you go to a city that has high crime, what would you rather live in, a city with high crime or a city with low crime? The Mac is the low crime one and the Windows is the high crime one, I guess, in this way. If you live in the city with low crime, if you can choose to do so and everything else the same, you would choose that one because you don't want to be targeted by attacks and stuff. So Windows is fine. It works as an operating system. That, you know, billions of people use it for a reason. They all, you know, most people get hacked on Windows too.